Alrighty, we had a massive Team Affinity drop today. 30 brand new cards and some more with some fan favorites. We're going to rank them all. Going to be honest, they're 95s. They seem a lot better. There's some stacked attributes. We're going to talk about who you should get first and really prioritize. Leave a like down below on this video. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know your favorite Team Affinity Chapter 2, Season 2 cards down below. Let's get into it. So when it comes down to it, we've already made pretty good progress. Like I said, we are live on Twitch. Get some free packs, twitch.tv/GomesDaLegend. And we've tried out a bunch of these cards so far. No doubt, I think the best division is the NL Central. That's where you should start and prioritize. Now, I don't know if we're going to make a full video talking about, what to do first. Generally speaking, these missions are great. I mean, you get 12,000 points for doing each and every single one. But what I'd recommend is if you go to general missions, notice how they talk about live series. If you put in live series Shota Imanaga or Ellie de la Cruz, you can get both those missions done at the same time and get like 17,000 TA points for getting 3 hits with Ellie de la Cruz. So that's one great way to go about it. I think the exchanges are also really juiced this time around. If you do all 4 exchanges, you can get your first player already. So that's how I would begin and start the way to on Team Affinity. Now, when it comes down to NL Central, you got these 3, the juggernauts. I do think Ellie de la Cruz is probably the best one here. He fits Corbin Carroll, which is maybe the most meta cornerstone captain right now with the 99 speed. Switch hitter, if you want to come back and resurrect the Slam Tanda theme team, you very well could. He's awesome. He doesn't have any quirks, but I don't know if he needs them. There's really only one flaw, which is the vision. Otherwise, this is a fantastic card. I think Brian Reynolds is right behind him. He does fit Rafael Devers with the under 74 fielding, so you can buff his power a little bit. And he's got a great swing to him. You guys know what to expect. Reynolds is always really good at the game. Yelich, this is a great card. He doesn't have the kind of power you would expect from like a peak Yelich, and he didn't quite fit either Carroll or Devers theme teams. Obviously, nobody today fits Stanton or Luis Castillo, which is kind of a bummer. And only one card that Ellie de la Cruz ended up fitting Corbin Carroll for the speed theme team, which is kind of nuts. But Yelich is really good, and just base stats. I love his swing. So he's a top 3 card here in the best division. Next, I'd say Shota. Now, mind you, I really did not like his Season Awards card, but maybe this one's different. It's a big drop-off after the top 3 cards. He doesn't throw very hard. He's got good BB9, so he's going to throw strikes. He's going to be around the zone. But he's got a cutter, I guess. I don't know really what else to say. Helsley's going to be my last pick. He's got the outlier 4-seam, which is cool for sure, but no changeup, I think, really kind of hurts this card. It's either going straight down or horizontal, and even so, I don't think his per-9s are anything too special. 90 BB9 for a closing pitcher, 95 overall isn't fantastic. I'm just not too amused, but I still think that's the best division. Very top-heavy with those big 3, though. And kind of the same can be said with the AL Central. Made a lot of progress here so far. I think, without a doubt, the best card here is Tarek Skubal. He is one of the best, if not the best pitcher in all of Team Affinity Chapter 2, Season 2. He's got 5-pitch mix, including a sinker, has a great motion, a very quick, got to get those thumb strengths up, just really got to flick the stick there, if you know what I mean, because his stretch is very quick. Now, he does have 82 K per 9, which you'd always like to see that higher. K per 9 is what's going to prevent people from fouling off 15 straight pitches. It's going to set somebody down, strike somebody out. Otherwise, he's got 95 hit, 95 BB9. Really awesome card. I'm sure a lot of you guys used this live series card with the Castillo theme team. Very good, very well used card within Season 2. Carlos Correa, it's basically a carbon copy of what you already had with the Seasons Awards Correa, just a little bit better. He hits lefties like crack, 111, 117. He's got gold fielding, 58 speed. Bit of a stretch. 0 stealing, absolutely right. I think you could take the entire infield away, and he still wouldn't try and steal. But that card is awesome. We got Salvador Perez right here. who is also really good. Fits the Rafael Devers theme team, which is going to give him a bunch of value. Might be the best catcher on there right now. The fielding sucks, but that's why he fits Rafael Devers. The arm and block are really the only two big stats defensively for catchers. You'd wish to see the arm better. I have a very difficult time throwing people out. I might make a video talking about stealing bases because it's pretty wild right now, but great hitter for sure. Crochet, this card is not that bad. 4 pitches, you'd like to see outlier on that fastball, but he's got a cutter with a pretty good velocity differential. And 90 plus on all per nines. Hit, K, and BB. 100 pitch clutch. I think it's pretty good. He does not have quirks, but a guy can dream. And then Josh Naylor is going to be my last one. I just genuinely think this card isn't too good. He has secondaries, but you'd be a fool to play him there. He's got lower contact. The power's good. He's got that going for him. I don't know. I like Josh Naylor. Don't want to shit on him. Even if what he did in 22 is kind of goofy. Rock the baby when you're losing, buddy. Yeah, go ahead and do her. Next up, my third-ranked division. We'll go NL West. They've got some really good cards here, to be honest. I think the best is going to be Ketel Marte, even though a little disappointed in the card against righties. He's not exceptional, 90 and 75, but he's maxed out against lefties. He does not fit any theme teams except for Arizona. The clutch is high, 95 fielding. So he fits diamond defense at second, short, and outfield out of the box. He's not the best outfielder with the speed and arm, but he's playable there for sure. Next up, I think I might go Logan Webb. A lot of people might not know, but he's kind of the best pitcher. I always have weird success with Logan Webb. He's got sinker cutter. He doesn't throw too hard, but it's the BB9, and it's the motion. He throws straight strikes. You'd have to try to throw a ball. You pitch out with the guy, still find the black. He's really good. Always like Logan Webb cards. Ryan McMahon, good Lord. I'm sure you'll hear a lot more about him. He's having a nice season in Colorado, but once he gets traded somewhere else, you'll hear more about him. But this card is really good. 118, 104 against left, 102, 94 against right. Vision's a little low, but diamond defense again with good secondaries. No quirks, but he's got one of the best swings for all of Team Affinity. I love that card so far. I think we'll go Luis Arraez. The power's low, but everything else is through the roof. And you can boost the power with Devers. I mean, he's number 4. Honestly, NL West is almost number 2. Like, this is a really strong division. If you add on the 15 power with Devers, and you can play him at first, second, third, short, even left if you're a madman, with these kind of quirks, good Lord. You're talking about Tony Gwynn with a needle in the ass. Then you got Tyler Glass. Now, they did give him a sinker. I just think he's pretty readable. I think he's pretty easy to hit. He's better than he used to be, but still not that good. BB9 at 82 could be a lot better. Fun kind of card, though. He is a fast motion. So if you want to grind, he throws a lot of pitches in a short amount of time, if that means something to you. The AL East, I think, is decent. It's got good names here. You look at like Juan Soto, Vladdy Jr., overall, I think Tanner Houck is actually the best one here. He's got sinker cutter. He throws him pretty slow. The cutter's only at 87 miles an hour, but I think that kind of works to an advantage. You know, like almost a pseudo changeup. Doesn't move too much in the zone and can kind of fuck people up. Now, he's got 102 BB9, so he's going to throw a ton of strikes, and he's got 96 hit per 9. I don't think he's better than Skubal necessarily, but he's probably the number 2 pitcher in this group. Next up, I would probably put Corbin Burns. I think Corbin kind of suffers from he's been so good in Diamond Dynasty for so long that everybody knows his motion and he's getting kind of easy to hit. Plus his keeper 9 at 77 is a bit low. Tough to actually put anybody away. I don't know. I feel like he used to be better. He's still good. He's probably like a top 3, top 4 starting pitcher within Team Affinity Chapter 2, Season 2, but we'll slide him down there. Juan Soto, kind of underwhelmed by this card. He's got, something to be desired in terms of offensive stats. 53 speed, better defense than normal, but he's got great quirks, great swing. I mean, we're talking 10 quirks. He's going to play way above that 97, 100 against right, 101, 86 against left. Max clutch is great too. So he is good. Don't get it twisted. I don't know. I'd probably put Isak here. Kind of sucks that both Soto and Vladdy don't fit captains. Isak does fit Devers to get more power onto him. And the vision and clutch are already high. And he can put in second base. Pretty nice. This card is pretty underrated. A lot of people aren't going to give it too much of a look. He plays for the Rays. Guy doesn't get a lot of hype, but he's honestly a really good card. Then Vladdy here at the end here. Not bad by any means, but fits no captains. Doesn't have a ton of power, and you can't really boost him up anymore. He doesn't have the kind of quirks that Juan Soto does. So that's the AL East. We'll move on to the bottom two divisions, where I think you really start to see a big disparity. The NL East, I think the best card here is Zach Wheeler, but I don't love him. You know, I tried using Live Series Zach Wheeler with the Castillo boost at the early part of Season 2. I just wasn't a big fan. I thought he's pretty readable. He's got the sinker cutter combo. 85, 86, K and BB9 seems good. Maybe this card will be a bit better. I think he's probably the number 3 pitcher in Team Affinity in my eyes. We'll move on to Tanner Scott. I mean, he's a left-handed relief pitcher. They're a dime a dozen. They're at a premium, so he's going to be higher up. 125 hit 9 is great. Maxed out pitch clutch. Good K per 9 as well. He's got a 4-seam and a sinker, slider and changeup, so kind of the base 4 mix for a lefty reliever. Pretty good. I mean, not bad at all. He's going to be on a lot of people's teams, I would guess. We'll talk about Pete Alonso. Better card than normal. Mid-90s contact, upper 90s, low 110s power with pretty good vision and clutch for a Pete Alonso card. And he fits Rafi. I like this card quite a bit. I like the swing for a righty too. CJ Abrams, I just don't really understand how he does not fit the Corbin Carroll theme team. And he needs, 84 speed to get it, and that would make the card way better, because as it sits, he fits nobody except Washington. Although a lot of people probably have the Adam Dunn captain if you picked it for personal use. He's pretty good, no quirks, good secondaries, but leaves something to be desired for sure. And then I put Reynaldo Lopez at the end here. 4-pitch mix. He's got decent per 9s, just doesn't have the sinker or a cutter. And the way the game plays right now, he's got maxed out pitch clutch, which, I mean, he's, I think, leading the MLB in ERA right now, so it makes sense. But at the game for Diamond Dynasty, pitch mix is the big determining factor. And I think if you don't have that sinker, if you don't have that cutter, it makes it pretty difficult to be super effective with them. And then lastly, we'll go the AL West. I love the Jose Altuve. This is one of the best cards they put out. He's got 113, 117 contact, 103 vision with 115 clutch, and he fits Devers. I mean, good Lord, put power onto him. He's going to get so good. The speed and defense are bad. 41 arm. You might need a relay from second base going to first. I don't know. It's going to be tough. He's got good quirks. I love the 5'6" frame. Makes it a small target. Easier to get to with your PCI. I love Altuve cards, and this one is no different. I've already tested them out. Battle tested. Logan Gilbert for the M's here. He's got a cutter, no sinker, but I think it could be kind of good, sneaky good. 94 BB9 is quite high. 103 hit 9, and 82 K per 9 isn't that bad either. I think he could be solid for sure. Mason Miller's kind of a... There's no cutter. His live series has the cutter. He's got outlier, of course, but the cutter kind of makes that live series card. Otherwise, it's just a slider and a changeup that go about the same MPH. He's got great hit and K per 9, but if he had a cutter, he'd honestly be one of the best, if not the best righty relief pitcher right now in the game. I'd probably put Tyler Anderson here next. He's got that sinker cutter combo, just extremely slow. 83 cutter, 88 sinker. Even the 4-seam struggles to get up to 89. So weirdly enough, he's only got 92 BB9 as well. He has no K per 9. The hit 9 at 110 is good. I don't know. I know he's got a really long motion as well, so it's kind of frustrating to pitch with him. I'm going to check him out for sure. I'm curious to see how that Velo's going to play online. And then Marcus Semien. I don't understand how he made the All-Star team. I'm gonna be honest. 125 contact left. He's not bad by any means. I just think there's better options. Again, a guy that doesn't fit any theme teams here. Very low arm. He's got good quirks. He's okay. Yeah, that's how I'd map out Team Affinity, Chapter 2, Season 2, right there. All-Star content is in full swing, 95 overalls. I wish they could be a bit better, but the attributes are all pretty high. Biggest things, wish they fit more theme teams. Obviously, they're kind of at a limitation of what names they can pull from, since it has to be someone who made the All-Star team this year. But there's a lot more to come soon. The MLB draft content is coming on Sunday. Then there's more draft content on Monday alongside Home Run Derby content, All-Star content on Tuesday, and then All-Star program on Wednesday. There's so much coming soon, and I'm excited to share it with you. Let me know in the comment section down below, who are your favorite cards within Team Affinity Chapter 2 Season 2. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, and thank you for watching.